My parents had just got divorced, and I had started nodding my head every, I don't know, 6 seconds or so. I don't know why I was nodding my head, but I know I couldn't stop. And this was very bad, because I was going to a British school, and they are merciless there, as you can well imagine. So I need to hide this, and I need to learn how to hide this as soon as possible. My father was not impressed, because, quote, "Why are you nervous? There's nothing to be nervous about!" So something had to be done, and I was 9 or 10 years old by this time. It was getting worse, and I needed to do something. So I was not a very autonomous kid, but I called up the doctors on my own, and I booked an appointment because I was so ashamed I didn't want to admit it to anyone else, but I knew I could tell a doctor. And unfortunately, my mother pulled the information out of me, what I was up to, what I was sick about, and insisted she come with me. And what happened was exactly what I thought would happen, was the doctor spent the entire time talking to her, and I didn't get a word in edgeways. And the thing I remember most is at the end when my mother asked, how to cure it, and the doctor said, "Oh, he'll just grow out of it." And I went, "Okay." And in the back of my head, I went, "I don't think he knows what he's talking about." And my mother got very distressed by this, fair enough, and she was convinced it was either brain damage or some big problem with my neck that was going to cause me to die at some point. So she took me to an osteopath, who clearly one of the most dishonest osteopaths she could find, because he fleeced her for 6 months. A single woman raising a family of 3 children on a secretary salary in the early 80s, and I went there every week, and he treated my non-existent about to break neck. And I was not allowed to do sports for the entire time, which, as you can imagine, for an active kid was quite some privation. It didn't go away. Exactly. It just, one day I woke up and I had stopped shaking my head. All on its own. Unfortunately, I was doing this, and then that moved into this, and then into all sorts, and then noises too, until I couldn't carry on a single conversation without making noises and without moving, until every fibre of my body was making its own tick at some point in the day or in the night, and I couldn't control my movement, my thoughts, my speech, or even my own breath. Now, there's another 30 years of this. We don't really have time for me to sum all this up, so that's why I do solo shows.